Hello and welcome to your Sunday message. If you have found this video, I guarantee you there is a message here for you. Always, that is how energy works. That's how spirit works. This morning, while I've been meditating and preparing for this video, I got the mantra, I am the greatest version of myself right now. I am the greatest version of myself right now. One more time. I am the greatest version of myself right now. And so when I received that message, I was thinking back on my timeline, um, I like to be fit. Okay. I'm an active person. I like to be fit. But as I shared last week, I've had some health things come up and I looked at myself and I got dressed and I'm like, I really don't even want to look at myself. Like, I know I'm not going to be happy with the way I look right now. I want to be more toned. I want to be more fit. Right. And so that's when that message came in. And, I don't look that bad. It's how we perceive ourselves. We're always so critical of who we are, our appearance, whatever it might be, our process, our inner journey. So if you found this message, maybe you have been feeling that way about yourself. There's something about yourself that feels off. You'd like to be different right now. You'd like to be changed. You'd like to change something about yourself. Maybe you want to change a lot of things about yourself. The truth is, who you are right now is exactly who you are supposed to be. Everything that we experience for a reason, many reasons, and always at the end of our process for a higher perspective. And 2025, if you've been watching my videos, is the year of great change. And we're all going through changes. I'm not the same person I was when I started 2025. I entered into 2024 learning some lessons that I had been experiencing again and again until finally I realized that I needed to process that lesson, acknowledge it, and say, I am not going to be that version of myself to suit the perceptions of other people anymore. So, being your most authentic self this year is really all that you should be striving to be. You should be learning how to accept yourself and just be that version of who you are right now in this moment. I mean, look at how fast time has gone by. It's June 1st as I'm making this video, June 1st, 2025. And I wanted to mention that as well. Doesn't matter when you find this video, that I'm speaking to a future version of you. If you're just finding this a year from now, 2 years from now, we're on the same page. You're learning the lessons. You're being called out of the programming, the perceptions. You're being called to accept yourself just as you are right now. So I am the greatest version of myself right now. I truly am. I wouldn't give up any of the experiences that I have had to go through in my life because I know that they have formed me and shaped me and created me as a new version of myself where I am right now. And I was thinking about, I have grown children and how when we have our children, we just want to photograph and we want to like put these images in an album, like we want to chronologically put them in order. We want to remember them just as they were happening. That's why we take so many pictures. And back when my oldest was growing up, we still had to take the pictures to be developed, you know. So, but we're recording all of this. We want to just stay in those moments because our spirit, our being knows that these moments are so fleeting and that time is very tangible. We can't really see it, but we notice and we feel it and we perceive it by all of the changes that we see, especially children. Children are like mile markers for us in life. You know, we can see where we were when they were first born, you know, and as they grow. And it doesn't matter if you have biological children or not. It can be your nieces, nephews. You could be a teacher, you know, it could be your students. Maybe they come to you 20 years later and they thank you for the impact you made on their life, whatever the case may be. We're in those moments, we take photographs, we somehow want to capture those moments and never leave them because we know they are so beautiful, right? Um, Even the things that we experience that are not wonderful, are not beautiful when we're going through them, that are very difficult, very challenging. At the end of the day, we have to remember that version of us that went through that was changed, was metamorphosized, just like a butterfly, you know, going through this change that nobody else can really see, but it's for your inner growth, it's for your inner journey. And that's really all it's about. It's not about really worrying about how anyone perceives us, because when you are changing, when you're doing the inner work, you know that this is really about you. This is about your soul growth. Anything that we add to our life, into our life experience, if we earn the money and we're able to buy ourselves great things, that's wonderful. But at the end of the day, we know that we can't take those things with us. And all we can take is those beautiful memories, the love, the experiences, the shared collective experiences that we've had with others along our journey, whether it be positive in our mind or negative. Each one of those experiences come in to help us to grow, to flourish, like that little tree that you might plant today, and 20 years from now, you know, it's this beautiful tree, just a gorgeous tree, and you think, oh my gosh, like I watched that tree grow. And it was just this little tiny tree with just a couple of little branches. Maybe it was a sprig, you know, and it's grown into this beautiful tree. And you are like that tree. You came into this earth, and you have to remember that you have to stay deeply rooted into Mother Earth, Lady Gaia. You know, she is our home, she is our life. Without the stability of Mother Earth, Lady Gaia, our journey through the cosmos, through the galaxy, will be non-existent. We will cease to exist. So we have to send our love to Mother Earth, Lady Gaia as well, right? And know that she is going through transformation and change. We see that in the collective out there in the world, the crazy weather we've been having everywhere, not just where I live, just in the world. And you think, oh my gosh, you know, another natural disaster, or maybe unnatural, you know, entertainment purposes only here. I'm not stating facts, right? And anyway, so every being on this planet, whether it's an animal, whether it's a tree, whether it's us, is going through a transformational journey, a transformational process. We're here to grow. Okay. So we are not unlike those trees in the forest, you know. They are ancient, they have wisdom, just like us. We are ancient beings. We have wisdom as well. And that's why I'm called to share these videos. It doesn't matter how many people find them. I know that it is divinely led and divinely guided, that if you found this video, there is a message here for you. So as we are halfway through 2025, as I record this video, I was just called in to sense into the energy right now, where we are and where we're heading, okay? And I always work with one oracle card deck or maybe the tarot, and today I was called to use the Divine Masters. I don't know why that's blurry. But there it is, kind of magical, right? Um, the way the image is showing through. So I clearly got a clairvoyant image of this deck. So I'm going to shuffle for what the next 6 months have, because as I've been saying, 2025 is a year of great change. We're all experiencing changes. Some people are fighting them, and then they're finding themselves in places where they have to think quick. They might find themselves looking for a new job, or, you know, they could have been a little bit ahead of the curve. So if you're feeling those things right now, sense into that, listen to that, because if we're not listening, to our inner guidance. We're not going to be on our path. We're really being challenged this year to tap into who we are, connect into the higher light, right? And then be in that light, speak with your higher consciousness, your higher being, your higher self, God, angels, whatever the case may be, however you feel it, see it, view it, there is no wrong way. It's just the acknowledgement that we are not in this alone. We came here connected to that source energy. We still are, but then with our programming, we're taught that we aren't connected to that, and somehow we need a middleman. We don't need a middleman. We have that connection. We've had it all along. And so it is crown chakra today. I always pick a chakra of focus. And so let me just really, really get our card. So I have to feel it. Um, it has like a little feeling to it, a little frequency and a vibration. And this is it. So we have Mother Mary energy coming in today, okay? And so this is the divine feminine coming back into this physical reality to reclaim its power, okay? To say, I'm no longer taking the back seat. I'm not going to let anybody make me feel small. I am living my dreams. I'm living my life the way I'm supposed to live that life as a feminine being in this world. That's how I'm feeling this energy today. And this is miraculous encounter, divine experiences. Do not be afraid of being powerful. So even men get pulled out of their power. You know, you get pulled out of your divine masculine, you know, in a way that is different than the way women do. You know, we women want to please all the time. We want to make things right. We want to nurture, and sometimes that's misunderstood. You know, some people might perceive it as controlling or overbearing. Whatever your style may be, the divine feminine energy is telling you just be strong in who you are, allow other people to make their choices and decisions, and then you know that you have reached a place of balance in your divine feminine. In men, this goes for you as well. In the divine masculine, you are always being called to be in that center, in that balance, because as women, as healed women, we will look for your guidance. We will look for your leadership. We will look for that divine feminine aspect of you as well, that you are being gentle with your leadership and your guidance. And believe me, the feminine energy will follow that. The feminine energy will always balk a controlling, overbearing, masculine energy. It's just going to manifest, it's going to show itself. So Mary, this Mother Mary energy comes in to invite us into, I wish it would just be more focused, into like the divine feminine aspect, even Mother Earth, Lady Gaia, as I was speaking of, right? All of this feminine energy is being poured down upon humanity right now. That's the message I'm getting. And we are to receive these light codes, these downloads that are coming in for us for the divine feminine energy to reclaim its position in this world. You know, there is still an imbalance in the world about how this world is seen and perceived and who leads in this world. It's not about control. It's not about who has the most power. It should be about we all are seeing this collectively in the same light, in the same way. Divine feminine, divine masculine. We're not opposing forces. We came here to co-create and to collaborate for our best existence here, our best experience. And so Mother Mary is inviting us in, and she's bringing in that nurturing and that loving and that healing energy as well. So this blue ray energy just comes in blue as a ray, burns very, very deeply and very, very brightly, and it clears and it cleanses and it alchemizes. And we all need that purification right now, because as we move more into 2025, what I'm hearing is that we are being challenged to be in organic human being, not one that's plugged into inorganic things like AI and ChatGPT. We are going to see some things that are going to be confusing if we are not into our divine presence, our divine being right now. So, whatever it is that you're doing in your life, I want you to think about. I never tell anybody what to do, but I want you to think about every day setting aside time, whether it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, whatever feels right for you. Don't even judge it. Don't even say, I'm going to do 10 minutes. Just say, I am setting aside some time every day for my inner work, my inner connection with the divine, with God, with angels, with the universe, to keep me grounded in this experience of life that we are having here all together as a collective. So that is my message today. I am hearing done. In case you didn't know, I'm Clear Audience, so I do channel in these messages. Nothing here is scripted. All I wrote today was what's on this notepad, and it says the date and acceptance of the version of ourselves we are right now. So as you move through this coming week, remember that as you think of yourself and you're judging yourself, be more accepting of the version of who you are, because it took a lot of work. It took a lot of experiences for you to get to where you are right now. And you should be proud of yourself and your process and your journey. This is your journey, an individual journey. Yes, you have many people, many experiences, jobs, relatives, friends, but at the end of the day, there is a journey that is only yours. And that is the one that you need to be concerned about creating and manifesting, and also accepting of that journey and of the being that you decided to and you agreed to be in this experience. So, I would like to ask, if you've been with me and you hung out with me this long, why not like, share, leave a comment? Let me know how you felt about this message, okay? I'm trying to grow my page, and I've been doing these YouTube videos for a while. And if you scroll down my YouTube channel, I have over 350 videos. And as of today, I have 279 subscribers. And so I know people watch, I know people follow along. It doesn't have to be a lot of people, but just let me know that you are here and that this message resonated with you. And I do have people that watch all the time and support my work. And hello to all of you. Big shout out for supporting me, Dots, and a lot of other people that just tune in and just say hello. And I see you all, okay? And I do appreciate you and thank you for witnessing my journey and for allowing me to be a part of yours. I really appreciate you. So until next week, I am sending you light, love, peace, and blessings of all kinds. Until next Sunday, bye bye now.